McNulty, and I'm here to talk to you about my project called Scat, or Save Colorado's Animals Today. First of all, what is an endangered species? An endangered species is a species that is moving towards extinction. It's an animal group that has a very small population, and we could eventually lose this species. So Colorado has a defined list of 74 endangered species. Those range anywhere from mammals to birds to amphibians and reptiles. One of the things that's really important that we need to think about is scientists are calling this the sixth mass extinction. And that is because the last mass extinction was the extinction of the dinosaurs, which was 75 million years ago. So what's happening is because of urbanization, we're losing between 30 and 50% of our animal populations. So why should we save these animals? The biggest reason is because of balance. Without the balance of the different ecosystems, we start losing animals. So this is a simple food web of Colorado. When we start losing grasses that insects feed off of, then we lose the insects. Then we start losing those guys, and then we lose our major predators. And a lot of the times the major predators are what we eat. So that can cause major issues because then we have no food as well. So why do endangered species occur? Why haven't we prevented this from happening? It's really because it's such a huge issue, but also because a lot of the times people are more concerned about what's better for them and less concerned about what's with the animals. So urbanization is the biggest reason that we have right now, and that's because people are building out our cities and making them bigger, and it's taking over areas where animals usually live. In India right now, tigers are almost extinct, and that's because farmers are taking over their land that tigers would normally use for hunting, feeding, and mating. So there's also a lack of resources, especially for the Colorado Parks and Wildlife. They're running out of money to help with these animals. Without the money, they can't help fix the land, they can't help clean up the land. They also can't take polls of what animals are there and how their populations are thriving. There's a lack of awareness. A lot of people don't know what they're doing to the earth, and a lot of people are selfish. They know what they're doing, especially builders. They know that they're taking over land areas, that they're destroying wildlife populations, and they're doing it anyway. So this is a huge problem, but how can we help? How can we stop this from occurring? First thing is being a resource. So we can help donate to Colorado Parks and Wildlife, but we can also help volunteer. Colorado Parks and Wildlife actually doesn't have enough manpower to do a lot of the jobs that they need to, and they don't have enough money to supply these people when they do help. So by volunteering, we can go out and we can help pick up trash, we can help save animals. So here people are saving ducks and squirrels through a program at Greenwood Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. That's in Longmont. People there rescue animals and they save them and then they release them back into the wild. And again, animals don't produce money, so they can't really fix what we're doing. They can't fight back, so without our help, they can't do it. We also need to gain awareness. So a lot of people don't know what's going on with the environment, so we need to go out and we need to learn, and we need to help other people learn about what's happening. We need to make sure that everybody knows what we're doing to the environment and that we can help save the environment. So here are some different places you can go in Colorado that teach about nature and becoming stewardesses of the environment. the last thing is we need to be selfless. When we see trash rolling across the ground, we need to pick it up. This is an amazing program called Focus on the Forest, and their belief is that we pack it in and we pack out more, which means when we go on hikes, we need to pick up our own trash, but also trash that we see. And then we need to build up instead of out. So a lot of cities, there are a lot of huge buildings that are just sitting empty. And that's not just here, that's pretty much everywhere. And what we need to start doing is we need to either tear down those buildings and build them up, or we need to repurpose them. Instead of building outward and just creating a bigger city, we need to use what we're already using as a city and build it upwards. This is the DCPA here in Denver. Half of this building is repurposed. It was originally for trains and servicing trains, and now we use it for education and for building of sets and props. Also, save animals that you see. If you are, say, this fox was stuck in a flood and some people saved it, and this cop walked with ducks for miles to get them to a park. And the last thing is this quote. This is off of a Cree Indian prophecy, and this is a huge thing. This is basically what my project is based off of. And I just wanted to give a special thanks to Rebecca Farrell, who is the Education and Public Information Officer at the Colorado Parks and Wildlife, and she helped me along the way with this project. Thank you very much.